A glass of wine during meals, an apéritif with friends, or an evening at the disco where one drink leads to another is one of the indispensable pleasures of life for many people. While cocktails may taste good for the drinker, on the other hand they also have a price. Your health. In the last video we saw what happens to the brain when we are drunk and what are the consequences of binge drinking, term that indicates the habit of consuming large quantities of alcohol in a short period of time. In this video, however, we're going to see how the body changes when you stop drinking alcohol and what the health benefits are. However, remember that the effects are very variable from person to person as they depend on the frequency of consumption, the amount of alcohol ingested, and how serious is the damage it has caused to the various organs, heart. Since high alcohol consumption promotes hypertension, as soon as you stop drinking you will notice a rapid improvement in blood pressure and your heart will certainly thank you as it will no longer be forced to work intensely. According to a systematic review published in the well-known English scientific journal The Lancet, the positive effects on the reduction of systolic and diastolic blood pressure are more evident in heavy drinkers than in those who consume moderately, with a possible threshold effect set at 2 drinks a day. Stopping alcohol will also improve the health of your cardiovascular system in general and stop the process of hardening of the artery walls caused by the action of ethanol. The blood vessels will thus become more elastic and the blood will be able to flow inside them faster, ensuring the right supply of oxygen and nutrients to every single cell of our body. Since alcohol increases the risk of developing various cardiovascular diseases, abstaining from its consumption reduces the likelihood of suffering a myocardial infarction or stroke. Liver. The liver is the central organ in the metabolization of alcohol and is responsible for disposing of 90 to 98% of the ingested ethanol. For this reason, it is one of the internal organs that is most damaged by the abuse of alcoholic beverages. Even if it has an extraordinary capacity for regeneration. Prolonged alcohol abuse for many years, however, can reduce the effectiveness of this ability and cause serious and permanent damage to the organ, which may even require a transplant. If, on the other hand, the liver is not completely compromised, by stopping drinking you will notice an improvement in liver function. After about 4 weeks of total abstinence, the excess fat in the hepatocytes can be reduced up to 15%. This translates into less overload of the liver and a reduction of the inflammatory process affecting the organ. Fortunately, alcoholic fatty liver disease, which is the enlargement of the liver caused by excessive alcohol consumption, is reversible and can resolve completely within 6 weeks once alcohol consumption is stopped. Furthermore, if the liver damage is not irreversible, after a few months the liver will return to normal, thus restoring its correct functionality. Contrary to what many think, alcohol is a strong depressant of the central nervous system, that is, it inhibits excitatory neurotransmitters and enhances inhibitory ones. After an initial feeling of euphoria caused by alcohol consumption, negative emotions such as anxiety, depression, and anger can take over. Stopping drinking alcohol will therefore improve the management of anxiety and stress, but also the mood in general, which will tend to stabilize and to undergo less variations during the day. Not only that, they will also improve cognitive functions and mental health in general. Different areas of the brain will begin to recover at different rates, depending on the extent of the damage. In those where brain cell death is particularly serious, however, the effects caused by alcohol are now irreversible since ethanol decreases the electrical activity of neurons in the hippocampus, the part of the brain involved in consolidating memories. Stopping alcohol will improve memory. The hippocampus will regain the ability to create, store, and organize memories, while the recovery of the cerebellum volume improves motor skills and coordination. As the Umberto Veronese Foundation recalls, the process of brain damage induced by excessive consumption of alcoholic beverages is partially reversible, but complete recovery does not occur immediately after drinking the last glass. Following research published in a well-known international journal, it was discovered that brain damage caused by alcohol consumption continues even after you stop drinking, especially up to a month and a half later. This incredible discovery was obtained by examining the brains of 90 adult patients using magnetic resonance imaging at the Institute of Mental Health in Mannheim in Germany. From the comparison with people who do not drink alcohol, it emerged that even 6 weeks after they stopped drinking, substantial changes in the white matter were recorded in the ex-drinkers, particularly in the corpus callosum and fimbria, a series of nerve fibers that communicate with the hippocampus, the nucleus accumbens, and the prefrontal cortex. Weight loss alcohol is not a nutrient. Unlike carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, therefore it is not useful for the body, much less for its functions. Knowing that 1 gram of alcohol contains about 7 calories, and 1 gram of sugar about 4 calories, we immediately understand why the caloric intake of a drink quickly skyrockets. In fact, each unit of alcohol provides an average of 70 calories, devoid of any nutritional content, but with a high caloric value. Stopping alcohol will inevitably cause you to reduce your daily calorie intake, so you may notice weight loss, an improvement in body composition, as well as a reduction in cholesterol and triglyceride levels. Therefore, maintaining a normal body weight and a fat mass within normal values helps to improve insulin sensitivity, consequently reducing blood glucose levels, and therefore the risk of diabetes. Not only that, it will also decrease the likelihood of developing metabolic, cardiovascular, respiratory, liver diseases, and other complications related to overweight or obesity. Sleep alcohol, contrary to what many think, negatively affects the quality of sleep, especially REM sleep, acronym for rapid eye movement. It is that phase of sleep where the brain processes the information and new skills learned during the day, rearranges them, and participates in the consolidation of memory in memories, where it decides what to keep and what to eliminate. Stopping alcohol improves your sleep cycle in general, especially REM sleep, which is considered one of the most restorative stages of sleep, and where dreams occur. In the morning you will no longer wake up with a headache, nausea, or tiredness, but instead you will notice an improvement in mood and productivity, as well as an increase in energy levels. Skin. When you no longer drink alcohol, your skin will noticeably improve and appear clearer. The face, which previously appeared constantly red due to the dilation of the blood vessels, finally regains its natural color. The skin will thus appear more hydrated and luminous, as alcohol causes severe dehydration, due to its interaction with the production of vasopressin, also known as antidiuretic hormone. Not only that, alcohol causes premature aging of the skin as it reduces the production of collagen, main protein of connective tissue, particularly concentrated in skin, bones, tendons, and cartilage. Stopping the consumption of alcohol will allow the skin to regain its natural elasticity. The normal production of collagen and elastin rhizomase, protein that makes up the elastic fibers of connective tissues. Among the other benefits of stopping drinking alcohol, we find an improvement in the immune system, the sense of taste and smell, but also an increase in sexual desire and many others. Not only that, it will also decrease the risk of developing several alcohol-related diseases, including cirrhosis of the liver, brain atrophy, myocardial infarction, infertility and impotence, and at least 6 different types of cancer, including colorectal, liver, breast, larynx, esophagus, and oropharynx. However, stopping drinking alcohol is not always easy, and in the initial stages you can experience various symptoms related to alcohol withdrawal, more or less serious. These include tremors, headaches, sleep disturbances, vomiting, heart failure, and delirium tremens. The latter usually occurs in people with chronic alcoholism, who suddenly stop drinking alcohol and indicates a confusional state characterized by ataxia, severe nervous disorder of movement, hallucinations, nightmares, and epileptic seizures. These symptoms should absolutely not discourage those who want to try to get out of the alcohol tunnel, but they only serve as a reminder that it is important to do under the care and supervision of qualified medical personnel. Once the alcohol withdrawal symptoms are over, you can start experiencing all the benefits we talked about in this video.